We did it, everyone. We did it. Oh, hi!
Welcome back. Everything's finally over. You really are incredible. I'm no match for you.
Why are you, partly invisible? I can't think of the proper word right now.
You just fought the other me that split from my personality.
Okay.
The two Sagiri, the other me, and the me that is speaking with you right now.
Okay.
They were all originally one within me.
I see.
But there was nothing I could have done without my powers. If not for you, I would have disappeared along with the fog when the Hollow Forest vanished.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You saved everything. I'll be all right. The fragments you defeated have returned to me, and will soon become one.
Okay. Cool.
My name is Izanami no Mikoto, the fertile will that protects those who live in this land and fulfills their wishes.
Okay.
I will not forget you. Please do not forget. I am always by your side.
All right. We promise we will not forget. Oh, hello.
How marvelous. You have driven back a godly being and brought about a new world.
Yes, we did.
This will be the last time we summon you here.
Well, until the world resets, but that's a detail that you probably are not aware of, because that's bigger than you.
Soon, the fog will lift, and our destination will be visible.
Okay.
We will be arriving shortly.
Cool, cool.
This journey was a fruitful one, worthy of marking a turning point in your destiny.
Yes.
Many a time along the way did the fog of lies prevent you from moving forth. Yet in every instance, you overcame the temptation of easy exits and false terminals.
Yeah.
In forging bonds with those precious to you, you moved closer to the truth, one step at a time.
Right.
And my heart danced with delight to see you succeed. I am most honored to have borne witness to such a wondrous journey.
Well, thank you for watching.
Our destination is close at hand now.
Well then, we have finally come to your journey's true end.
Okay.
Our contract has been fulfilled. My own duties end here as well.
All right.
You were truly a remarkable guest.
Well, looks like we're stopping.
Now, go forth and see with your own eyes.
Okie
See
doke.
the world you have won, the bright, magnificent future.
Okie doke. We'll do that. Sorry, I'm happy because I've just realized that I'm like,
The fog
I'm
is
really finishing the
all
game.
gone. Wow.
It's nice. It feels kind of nostalgic.
Yeah.
I know this place. This scenery. A long, long time ago, everywhere in this world used to look like this.
Oh.
So this is the world inside people's hearts.
This is nice.
It feels nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I kind of forget that this cutscene exists, to be honest. Like, this is not one of the cutscenes that I think of. The town's fog and the fog from the other world have all been cleared. The human heart has the strength to shine through the clouds of lies and uncertainty. You and your friends were able to prove that fact. And that will remain true until the end of time. Okay. And it's the 21st. We're leaving.
Yo. Well, this is it.
Yep.
You really are leaving, huh? It hasn't really hit me yet.
Hasn't really hit me either yet.
No more senpai from tomorrow on.
Don't worry. We'll call. We'll text. In a couple years, there'll be this cool thing called, like, Discord. Actually, it's probably more than a few years. I forget. This game is like in the... Oh gosh, I don't even... We'll do Skype. We'll do Skype. That'll be the thing. And then, when we're in like 30s, then Discord will be the thing. This is like early 2000s,
Quit
I
crying.
think.
It's way too soon for that.
It's true. I mean, cry all you want.
Sheesh. That stuff's kind of contagious, you know?
Fair.
Gotta put on a good face for Senpai.
Big bro. I don't want you to go away.
Well, talk to my parents, okay?
Nanako, didn't you promise that you wouldn't cry?
Dojima, she's a child. Let her cry if she wants to. In fact, let anyone
Building
cry
a
if they
case
want
against
to.
Adachi is going pretty smoothly. After all, he's made a full confession to his crimes.
Okay.
There haven't been any more incidents since then. Inaba's finally back to its normal, peaceful self.
Right.
And Nanako's better now too. I couldn't ask for anything more.
True.
Thanks for everything. To me, you're just as much a part of this family as Nanako. I'm really glad you came to stay with us.
Same.
Sensei, I finally found a place for me.
I'm proud of you, Teddy.
That's why I'm going back over there.
Oh.
To make sure it never goes wrong again. I'm going to protect that world from now on. I can finally be proud and say, that world is where I belong.
Okay.
Man, Senpai, this town's gonna feel empty without you.
How cruel! Were you even listening?
We can see you anytime we want, you dork.
True.
Like you'll be gone long. Soon as you start craving something like ice cream, you'll be back in a flash.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, my honeys. Bluffing that way isn't very cute, you know.
Teddy. It'll be nice to have a little time away. I'll miss you, but it will
Just
be
gonna
nice to have a
going
little
in and
time
out
away.
of the TV at Junes. How's that different from what you've been doing?
I can't quite decide what to do.
Fair.
At first, I only planned on staying here until the case was completely closed.
Right.
Maybe I should stick to my original plan and take the train back with you, Senpai.
But none of your luggage is packed.
Kidding, of course. I couldn't do something like that. It's not as though we'll never see each other again.
Right.
Feel free to call me anytime, even if there isn't a case to solve.
Will do.
I don't feel like saying goodbye either. Hey, you got any plans during the long holiday in May? If you're free, come over and visit.
Okay.
With no mysteries to solve, we can have some real fun.
Ooh, that's a fair point.
I'll make reservations now so that we can stay in my family's inn.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Ooh, I can get my revenge for that night. Our surprise sneak attack will work for sure this time.
It's not a surprise if you mention it to the people you're trying to sneak attack.
Don't bring that up, you stupid bear! Hey, what happened to going back to that world?
That has nothing to do with this. It's entirely different.
Does it?
That reminds me, she's not here. I would have thought that she would come today at least.
Fair. I was wondering about that too.
Huh? What? Who are you talking about?
Oh, you mean Marie-chan, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen her ever since... Is she doing okay?
I think so.
You think? So you haven't seen her either then? Well, as long as she's doing well, that's okay.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to interpret the phrase "I think so." I meant more as like the last time I saw her, she seemed to be doing fine, so I think she's doing good.
But back to a serious note, she should have at least shown up here since this is the last time we'll see you.
Kanji.
This isn't the last time, stupid Moranji.
Why do you have to say things like that too?
It's just an awkward phrasing, okay?
It's almost time. You better get on the train.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Oh, hi!
Come back anytime you want. We can eat ramen again.
Sure.
Me and Daisuke will definitely come crash at your place someday.
Thanks for everything. Please take care.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I was gonna say, so Ko's voice in the final battle was actually, it wasn't done by the person who just said his voice line right there. I'm pretty sure it was done by Yuri Lowenthal, the voice actor for Yosuke. Because I heard it and I was like, that doesn't sound like when we were introduced to him. What's going on? So it might have been a thing where the voice lines weren't in the original game. Like those lines of dialogue weren't voiced in the first part, and as such, they had to just they couldn't get the original actor back or something. I'm not sure. I've never played the original, so I don't know for sure how things change between the two. So it's just a weird thing I noticed just now.
As soon as I can look out for myself, I'll go see you.
Okay. Well, see you later. Here we go.
Well, see ya.
Good luck over there, too.
If anything happens on your end, we'll come running.
Until we meet again, Senpai.
Senpai, I'll be waiting for you.
See ya. Take care.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, be careful.
I'll see you, Big Bro. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you for everything. Stay well until we meet again someday.
You'll always be my sensei forever!
Please don't forget about us over there. I love you, Senpai.
I'll do my best! You better not run away too, Senpai!
I'll always remember our time together.
Distance doesn't matter to us! Even if we're separated, we're still friends! See you again, Sensei! Bye!
Goodbye. Oh, now it's hitting. Oh, I can't believe it. It's finally here. Well. And now.
He's really gone.
Yeah.
Sad that he won't be around, but we will be okay, right, guys?
I think
Doesn't
you will
matter
be.
how far apart we are. The bonds we've made will remain strong. Everyone's heart is connected to the people they know and trust. It's those bonds that let us all search for our purpose in life. As long as it's a purpose you believe in, there will always be someone who can help you fulfill it. You, me, and everyone else. There are no barriers. Our hearts are one. Right, Sensei?
Oh, I'm happy. That was nice. It's been a long while since I've actually fully played through the game. So that was very nice to experience. I know we're not quite over yet. We got a little bit more. Hello. Summer vacation. The town doesn't seem to have changed at all since last time.
I have seen the light. I've learned the most important lesson from the events last year.
Okay. A man you've seen before is delivering a passionate address to the crowd.
Unfortunately, this world is full of things meant to deceive people. The things you do in pursuit of justice may actually be a terrible mistake. One man is not enough to judge these things. It was a group of boys and girls who taught me that. In their spirit, I want to join hands with all of you to rethink this town's future.
Okay.
I want Inaba to be a town free from deceit and distractions that keep you from focusing on the things most important to you.
Okay.
Hey, kid. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He was arrested during those terrible murders last year, right?
Yeah.
And now he's running for mayor. That was a surprise. He's so passionate, though. At first, no one wanted to go near him. But look at him now.
True.
I've been to a few of his speeches. I think he might be a pretty nice guy.
Okay.
If we can all work together on this and not get so sidetracked by passing trends, this town will regain its former glory. So please, lend me your strength. Please.
Okay. Namatame's speech continues. Nobody seems to be here to welcome you. You decide to go to the Dojima residence. There's no answer. The front door is locked. They seem to be away. You decide to call Dojima.
Hello? Oh, it's you, huh? Oh yeah, you're coming over.
Yes.
Was that today? Sorry, but my hands are tied right now. Why don't you call one of your friends and hang out with them for a bit? I'll see you later.
Right. Dojima seems busy. You decide to call Yosuke. Yosuke isn't answering either. Did something happen? Hey, I've been gone. What's with everyone? Oh. What's all this then? Inaba Central Shopping District. You don't see anyone you know. Okay, that's hurtful to the Shiroko store owner. And Daidara, or however you say his name. We know all of these people, technically. Just not well.
Hey, what do you think of beefsteak onigiri? We can freeze it and sell it nationwide through Amazing Commodities.
Ooh.
I don't know. Those are handmade, aren't they? I don't think we can mass produce them. On the other hand, maybe limited quantities and handmade are good selling points that could revitalize this town.
That's true.
I thought of moving away once, but I don't think I could bear to be away from here.
Okay.
I understand completely. This is where we were born and raised. We'll have to work together if we don't want it to fall apart.
Good luck with that.
Great news! Junes said we'll have their full cooperation!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Good thing we went to talk with them. If only we'd done it sooner.
But what are we supposed to sell in a locally produced goods section? I guess the steak kebabs are good, but what other stuff is there? We're not famous for anything else.
Okay.
Give me anything, you half-wit. Vegetables, fish, even ramen. As long as it's something we put our backs into, it'll sell like hotcakes. You gotta work hard so you don't embarrass Junes. We can't be weak now.
Okay, the shopping district is coming alive. You decide to go to Junes. Well, have fun, all of you. Okay. Excuse me. Junes Food Court. You don't see anyone you know. Really? I don't see anyone I know. Maybe I should try turning my head like 5 degrees to the left.
Ow, you're going to give us away, idiot! Only because you were slow. Slow like a jar of molasses.
Shut up! He's going to hear!
He's not going to hear. He has heard.
Ah, we blew it. Oh well. Here goes. 1, 2... Wah!
Bah! It's a bear!
Ah! I humored
What are you
you.
guys doing? This isn't anything like we planned. And what's with the bah? It's a bear? Oh, you make it sound like we're the ones getting ambushed.
I knew we'd run into snags.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Senpai, you're here. Did you miss me?
Yes! Even though for us it's been like 5 minutes.
We heard you were coming, so we planned a little surprise. I mean, things got kind of nuts when you last visited in May.
Right.
We thought instead of you coming to each of our
Okay.
houses, we'd spice things up this time.
Okay.
Yeah, and we thought you'd miss us a little if you couldn't find any of us.
It didn't go quite like we planned, but it's been a while, Senpai.
It has.
Were you surprised?
Yeah.
You were? Success! Sorry, she laughs for even less reason than before.
You know, that's fair.
So hey, Senpai, how do I look? Did you think I was someone else? Is your heart melting?
Oh, come on. You know who's changed more than anybody else here.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. Will you asshats lay off? You're getting a little rude there.
Well, we have all changed a little.
Some more than others.
None of us can remain in stasis forever.
That's true.
Oh, stop laughing already.
None of us want to be the guy who's always talking about how great things were back in the day.
Okay.
As long as we're all here, keeping an eye out for each other, we can change.
Fair.
Yosuke's still a show-off. Not me, though. I'm different now. Why, I've powered up so much that I'm probably a grizzly bear.
Really?
Huh. Sounds powerful. I'll stick you with all the manual labor then.
Oh dear.
Oh, hi. It's me. Did the surprise go well?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Sorry, they asked for my help, so I acted like I wasn't home when you came by.
Okay.
I'm a pro when it comes to seeing through a lie, but when I'm the one who has to put on an act, I don't last 5 seconds.
Fair enough.
Anyway, bring them all back here. I've got a good meal waiting.
Ooh. I love food. You told everyone that Dojima is waiting.
Oh, really? Let's eat.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kanji, this is to celebrate Senpai coming back.
He's allowed to be excited about food.
Shut up, I know.
You decide to go to the Dojima residence with the others.
Oh, so good.
Jay Senpai, that's your second one. We get one each, remember?
You kids sure eat a lot. I thought I might have ordered too much, but look at you, plowing through it already.
Where's Nanako?
Sorry about that, and thanks. Isn't Nanako-chan here? I'd hate to eat her share too.
She's at piano lessons. Don't worry, I set hers aside.
Okay.
Oh, didn't I tell you? Yeah, Nanako started learning the piano.
Very nice.
She should be back any time now. I'm sure she'll be rushing home. Ever since she found out you'd be back, it's all she's talked about.
Dojima is laughing. How have you been?
Me? Well, my injuries are healing. Apart from that, I've been slowly moving on, bit by bit.
Okay.
Actually, I came across some information about an old hit-and-run incident. The victim was Chisato Dojima, my wife.
Okay.
I've been chasing dead ends and false leads for so long, but I think I'm finally getting close to the truth. Just when I thought I'd keep my personal feelings separate from my job. It's strange. Though, it's thanks to you that I was able to draw that line in the first place. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else new?
Anything else? Oh, about the incidents last year. Namatame got released on lack of
I
evidence.
saw him giving some speeches.
I can't tell you too much, but basically no one could reproduce his supposed methods, not even Namatame himself.
Oh.
He was very insistent on the details of his crimes, but a diary isn't enough evidence to build a case on. He came to me to apologize, but I told him he should come up with his own way to make up for it.
Okay.
He said he was going to run for mayor. I don't know how serious he was about it.
I mean, he's giving speeches, so...
Oh, so that was Namatame-san giving those speeches.
Oh, yeah. And I went to see Adachi.
Okay.
What happened to him?
Were you the one to interrogate him?
No, I wasn't part of that. I couldn't be. We were too close. But he was indicted. It was probably just circumstantial evidence, but he said a lot of things only the real killer could know.
Okay.
After they set a trial date for him, I was able to go see him.
I see.
They say he's a model prisoner.
I see.
The bastard says he gets better treatment behind bars than he did when he was working with me. Huh. Next time when I go see him, I'll bring him a cheap cabbage.
Dojima looks happy.
I'm home.
Nanako!
Dad, is Big Bro? Big Bro!
Surprise, Nanako?
Welcome home, Nana-chan.
Teddy too? And Rise-chan! Everyone's here!
It's true.
I'm learning piano now, and I've been a good girl.
Well, that's good. I'm proud of you.
I'll play for you sometime.
I didn't think she'd ask to start piano lessons. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. Chisato was a piano teacher, but Nanako's pretty good herself.
Okay.
At first, I didn't even want to hear the word piano. Now that she wants to learn, I gotta get over it.
I remember what my mom played. I'm gonna play it for you, Dad.
Ooh.
Dad, the weather report's on.
Ooh.
And now, the weather. It was nice and sunny today, but what will it look like after that? Take it away, Mariko.
Hello, Mariko Kasumi here. We've been having a lot of rain recently, so starting today, I'm gonna make it sunny. I mean, after all that rain, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about any water shortages this summer.
Okay.
And besides, someone's visiting. I can't have it rain while he's here, so I'm gonna keep it sunny for a while.
Mariko? Mariko, please calm down.
Oh, but if it gets too hot, then some rain should be fine. He should tell me whenever he wants it different, and I'll change it. Just like that.
The weather forecaster is Marie.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
Right.
Been coming here a lot. She's famous now.
How'd she get so popular so fast? What was the station thinking? Her stage name's so boring, too.
This girl will decide tomorrow's weather, right? Whenever she says it's gonna be sunny, the sun comes out.
In her case, maybe.
Thanks, Mariko. Tell our viewers goodbye.
I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Remember, the more you put in, the more you get out.
Okay.
The more you get out.
I see that weather girl a lot. The younger ones at the station tell me they feel motivated whenever she does that.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
I feel it a little myself, to be honest. Well, I'm just glad the weird fog is gone.
True.
Now we don't have to obsess over the weather report.
It is really great, though. Everyone in town is more motivated.
Yeah, people have so much energy now.
Okay.
You're right. It doesn't wear you down walking through town anymore. Not like last year.
Everyone has a more positive outlook on life than when I first came.
Okay.
It shows
Cool,
people
cool.
can change. For better or worse, I guess. Depends on your perspective.
Fair.
After the fog lifted, I'm sure people just realized that it's a lot brighter when your eyes are open. There's a lot we'd rather not see. A lot of grime in the human heart.
Yeah.
But if you close your eyes to everything, you can't even see the people close to you. How can you be happy like that? The only thing to do, really, is to keep marching on. Straight ahead.
Right.
I'm rambling, aren't I?
No, it was
Guess I had
good.
more to drink than I thought.
This is nice.
Oh yeah, Nanako, didn't you say there was something you wanted to tell him when he came home?
What's this? What's all this? What's happening?
Your cooking is barely food, Chie.
Hey, shut up! What about mine?
It's cold, Yosuke.
I could have made something too.
Please don't.
What was that? I can cook if I put my mind to it. So can I.
That's...
Gotcha. Got it?
Oh, yeah.
Well then. 1 and...
Good to see you, Senpai.
Kanji, it was welcome back. How could you mess that up?
Shut up, all right? I just got stage fright, that's
Well,
all.
I figured someone would blow it.
And now the credits roll. We've done it! We made it all the way through. I'm very happy. That was real good. I need to probably turn down my volume a little bit so I can hear myself think. Okay. So that was Persona 4 Golden. I'm very, very happy. It's been a long while since I've actually fully played through the game. So now I'm just like basking in the nostalgia, sorta. So yeah. I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I didn't really plan out what I was gonna say during the credits. So that's a mistake that I made. I really, really enjoy this game. It's one of my all-time favorites. I really enjoy all the characters. I enjoy the gameplay. Music is fantastic. There's just a couple little things here and there that could be better. For instance, the cultural festival. Some of the moments of like the guys and the girls interacting, you know, the being creepers like we just saw there. Stuff like that. Some of that could have been rephrased, re-skewed, so that way even having them in it still is a little bit more bearable. But overall, I still really, really love the game. I love a lot of the improvements that Golden made. I love Marie. I love her inclusion. I know that's not a very popular opinion, but that's what it is for me. I love Marie. I don't think she's nearly as bad as people say. Yeah. I just really like this game. Sometimes it's hard to be a fan of this game, considering practically every year the same controversies and discussions pop up again and again and again. I don't really feel like going into that during these credits. At some point, I've considered making a video of my own, talking about how I feel about some of those things. I don't know if I will do that or not. I might do it as part of like the New Game Plus portion. we'll see though. I haven't really thought about it or worked on it, so who knows. For people who've played this game before, you know exactly. If you've played this game and know or have been on the internet for long enough, you definitely know what I'm referring to when I say controversies. So if you would like to see me talk about those, probably in a more structured format, where I write out my actual thoughts beforehand, I could do that. And obviously, we are not done with the game, because we still need to... So we still have 2 social links that we need to finish. Actually 4, technically. Because we have Eri and I, and then we also have Daisuke and our other Culture Club to go through as well. So those 4 we need to do at some point. We also have a New Game Plus exclusive bonus boss, which unfortunately cannot be fought until the very end of the game, so I have to go through the entire game to get there. There's also a bonus boss that we technically could have fought in this playthrough, in this first playthrough, but I figured it was probably better to just play through the game and handle it in the New Game Plus. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we've missed. I mean, obviously I need to get all of the personas, but that's part of getting all of the social links done. Oh, we need to show off all the different endings. I still need to do that, so that will be a process. If there's anything else you would like me to show off, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, because sometimes I don't think about things that, like, I might not have talked about properly at any point in the game. And so it'd be great if people would say what you would like me to show off. We will probably be taking a bit of a break after this episode comes out. And in fact, the New Game Plus episodes will probably be a sporadic upload as I switch to a different series. There was going to be one specific series, but I think at this point, Sonic Frontiers comes out in like a week and a half as of recording this game, as of recording this episode. So honestly, I will probably go ahead and just take a bit longer of a break and record that as a blind LP, because I plan to do that anyway. And we've finished. So yeah, basically, if you have any ideas of what I should cover in New Game Plus, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and we will go over that. So I'm just gonna put New Game Plus at, sure, we'll put it at the bottom save. Okay. So, as you can see, our level has been reset, and we are back to 410. So, oh, there are some other things that we need to do outside of the game, because, let's see. Yes, this. Where is it? There we go. The Midnight Trivia Miracle Quiz. That is a piece of content that we can go ahead and do. So we will be getting to that at some point. That might actually be the next thing that I record, and I'll use that to kind of be a filler episode as I get New Game Plus to new content. Because, yeah, it'll probably take a little bit to get there. I mean, I guess granted, we will be doing the sports clubs and the cultural clubs are pretty early. But still, we have to go through that process. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, so I believe that is all that we're doing this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below, as well as if you have any of those suggestions for New Game Plus content that I need to cover. And make sure you like the video too. This has been a very fun series. It's taken me longer than I kind of was expecting to, primarily because I had an awkward break in there, but that's just life. And yeah, and if you want to catch the New Game Plus episodes or any series that I do in the future, probably Sonic Frontiers will be next. I have a couple other games that I want to play, and at some point after I finish all of the New Game Plus stuff, we will be getting to other Persona games and stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly what order I will be covering things. We might be doing a spin-off or two. We'll see. But anyway, I don't remember how I phrased that sentence. But if you want to see anything in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see all of you later. Bye-bye!